All right, well, I just made a whole video and it didn't save because I dropped my phone. So let's recap what I said here. Today's day 6, and I'm not going to be working all day, so I wanted to show you what I had done. I did work a little later last night. So I got the cabinet out, the big tall cabinet out. I took some of that valance down, took the other cabinet out, and got some stuff cleaned up here. So I am going to see about working with that floor because it looks like it'll be a possibility to save that floor, which will be nice. Everybody nowadays think that laminate is the way to go, but I can tell you that the wood floors are beautiful in here, and that some people even come in and think that I installed laminate when I just refinished the floor that the house was built with. So, anyways, so here we are. And I wanted to say a couple things. Number one, that everything that I do is fairly cheap. I think we went over some of the cost and some of the stuff that I used. And I also went through that a lot of the stuff I had, like the Sawzall I had, and the socket set I had, and these tools I had, the metal cutters and the screen and stuff. So my expense when I started the project wasn't as high because I already had a lot of stuff. I had the ladder, I had the step stool, paint supplies, rollers, brushes, all these things. I had a lot of the stuff already. And if you're going to start a project and you don't have the big things like the ladders and stuff, it can get expensive. So anyways, so my initial investment was the $80 at Family Dollar for the plastic, the tape, the spackle, some spackle, caulk. What else did I buy? Some paint trays, brushes. So that was my initial investment to get started, and I got the stuff scraped and spackled. So then I went to Lowe's and I got some more joint compound, the ceiling paint, and the wall paint. That was about $80 at Lowe's. Then the cost of the tile, I'm going to go to Buffalo Reuse, which is has stuff that maybe people ordered and didn't use the whole lot of tile and stuff like that. And I already went there, and they have plenty of boxes of off-white tile with trim pieces and all that stuff. So they have tile at $1.50 a square foot for new tile, or $1 square foot for used tile. So I'm going to go there this weekend and pick that up. So these two walls, though, is going to be about $70 in tile. I'm going to need a plastic Schluter to finish this, make the edge nice and finished. So I'm going to use that. I'll have to pick that up at Lowe's. I don't know how much it is. It's probably $10 maybe, and I could use it for both here if I decide to tile this wall as well. Definitely going to tile back here on the backsplash, so I'll have to, after I pull this apart, see how much tile I need on the backsplash. So anyway, so after I get the tile work done, which I already have the mastic that you need to stick the tile, and I already have the grout that you need to fill the tile because I was doing other tile projects. So unless I run out, I won't have to buy any at this time. I can't even think of how much it is, but it's not a huge investment for mastic and tile grout. So then, what else will I need? Oh, the vinyl cover that I want to put on the cabinets, if I order it myself, because they didn't call me back yet as far as giving me an estimate. So if I order it myself, I can get a roll for $80, and it'll do a lot of tiles, or a lot of doors. So I'm figuring $100 to get started on these cabinets, and Then I already bought the new drawer pulls. First, I already bought a whole bunch of these, which is what I'm going to change them to. So they look real nice on the white on white. And I don't know how much they were. I got them at a clearance price. That's why I got them all. And I already changed some of them there. So that's that. The cost of the floor, once I get this up, I'm going to need to rent a machine to sand it. And that's usually $150 for the machine and the sandpaper. And then I usually get the orbital edger. Now I don't know what type of machine I'll need on this, because I got to figure out what kind of finish this is. If this is an old oil-based finish on here, which it looks like, which was on the rest of the floor, I want to get a roller, because the orbital, when it sits on there and vibrates, it gums up and just makes a big mess out of it. But actually this doesn't seem too bad. Now the other floors in my house had a finish on it that was thicker than that, but it's also has been walked on and, used and probably added finish to it. So when I refinished this, I had to use a chemical stripper and the sander. And even at that, it was really hard to get the old oil finish off it. I don't know why. It just gums up, and it takes a lot of sandpaper and it takes a lot of effort to get it off. So I'm hoping with this, if I use the belt sander, it usually comes off very quickly and doesn't gum up very much. But with the belt sander, you tend to leave marks from the sander, which I don't like, but it's sometimes the only way to get it off. You just have to be really careful that you don't mark the floor while you're doing it, because it's just a little bit more difficult sander to use. Now, the floor, though, underneath these cupboards, this corner and specifically this corner, I probably won't refinish the floor under the cabinets, because I'm not going to move these bottom cabinets. The only thing I'm moving is the dishwasher and these cabinets. So the dishwasher is going to come over to this cabinet, and then I'm going to cut this off so that I can fit the refrigerator here. Then I'm going to have to rewire the dishwasher and put a plug in for the refrigerator. And then I was thinking I'm probably going to want to move the microwave over here, so I'm going to put a plug in for the microwave, which means I need to go downstairs and probably dedicate a line for all these heavy appliances. So that's another story. So anyways, today I don't have a lot of time to work, but I am going to finish taking this valance down, and I'm going to change this light fixture. After that, I have a really nice light fixture I want to put in there. And that's it for now. I wanted to say that I show you the video of my progress and what I want to do and talk about what I want to do, but I'm not showing you how I do it. And the reason why is because I don't want you trying what I'm doing. I'm not a contractor, and I'm not certified in any way to do home improvement, or I don't have any degree in electronics or electrical wiring or any of this. So I don't want you trying what I do and possibly getting hurt. It's, whether it be I didn't wear a mask while I was painting, or I did wear, or whatever, I didn't wear goggles or something like that. I just don't want anybody getting hurt trying to do these things that I'm doing. And I would feel really bad. So I'm sure you can find a video online, how to take off wallpaper and how to sand a wall and how to use a circular saw and other videos like that. I'm sure there's videos that you can get online to figure out how to do these things. The reason why I'm making this video is because I've done so many projects and I never have a before and after of what I've done. And this is my last room in my house that I need to do. And I really want to have a video of the progress and all the work that's involved in remodeling something like this and make a record of my last room that I need to do. So that's it, and it has been 20 years that we've been in this house, and the kitchen is the last room because we've had so much activity and excitement and parties and everything, but now the kids are moved out and we don't have the busy bustle in the kitchen like we normally do. So now it's time to get it done, and I've had plans to do this for years, and now I can actually do it. So if anybody watches this video, I just want you to know that you can do it. You can do whatever project you set out to, and you just have to stay motivated and keep at it, because it's not, once you get started, it may seem like it's not going to work or it's not going to come out the way you wanted it, but the whole principle of my house is less is more. And all this crap that whoever installed this valance and this wood in the back that's like been deteriorated, or, very grimy, and over the years, just the watermarks alone have really discolored them and made it look really crappy. And I don't know what the thought was in putting this wood behind the counter, but I really don't like it. And anyway, so if you start a project and you see that some things are amiss, instead of adding to it, try taking away. Take it away. Go down to the original wall or go down to the original floor and see what you got. Less is more. There's no reason why all this needed to be added if you just fix the wall and use the wall that's there. And guess what? It's more cost effective if you just fix the wall. The sheetrock or the joint compound and all that stuff is pennies compared to all this wood that I'm going to be burning because it's old and didn't hold up. The wall is going to hold up. This wall's been here 96 years. It's been here for 96 years. This has probably been here for 30, 40 years, maybe 30 years. But it doesn't stay attractive after so long. And so we're going back to the original. Less is more. I always say that. Less is more. All right. This is day 6, and we're going to get working.